ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this moment to say thank you for listening to the Real ResQ podcast. It means a lot to me that you enjoy these stories as much as I do. Since the start of this podcast, we've had a lot of support from all over the world. It has been amazing. Now, we have companies joining our team that also want to say thank you for all that you are doing out there standing the watch. These companies are offering discounts on their products as a way to support the rescue community and those tuning into the Real ResQ podcast. Just go to therealresq.com, click on sponsors, and see these incredible offers for yourself. This episode of the Real ResQ podcast is brought to you by Breeze Eastern, the world's only dedicated helicopter hoist and winch provider. Access, because when lives are at stake and conditions are challenging, clear communication is of the utmost importance. SR3 Rescue Concepts, because you don't know what you don't know. And VersaLifts. To be your best, you need to squat your best. Breeze Eastern. They dedicate themselves to our helicopter rescue world. Since the very first helicopter rescue in November of 1945, Breeze Eastern has designed and manufactured superior rescue hoist solutions. While much of the technology and the unique mission requirements have changed over the past 75 years, their commitment to the rescuers, the operators, and those being rescued has not. Contact them today by visiting them at breeze-eastern.com. The Access PNG wireless ICS system can bring cutting-edge wireless intercommunication system technology to any aircraft. The PNG system can be fully integrated into an existing ICS system or can be carried on and off as a mobile base station. They can go anywhere at any time on any aircraft. Plus, with the strongest and most robust waterproof handheld in the market, this system can take a hit and keep working. Their wireless intercom systems are designed to enhance situational awareness through improved communication capability. This system brings superior noise canceling technology to eliminate rotor wash and engine noise from your ICS. The Access PNG wireless system is currently deployed in more than 1,800 public safety, air ambulance, and search and rescue aircraft worldwide. I have personally used the Access system in 4 different countries and on 5 different airframes. It is awesome. If you want more information, contact them today at axnes.com. That's AXNES.com. You just make sure you tell them Quinny sent me. SR3 Rescue Concepts is a training company that can help your helicopter training. They train daytime, nighttime, aerial firefighting, hoist, long line, fast rope, rappel, and more. They can assist your program with standardization and safety checks or just an FAA annual refresher. With the certified flight instructor pilots and experienced crew, they are ready to help your agency keep up to date with current techniques, rules, regulations, and equipment. Plus, right now, SR3 is offering 10% off anything in their web store with the promo code, all capital letters, Real ResQ, REALRESQ. Plus, they are offering another 10% from their partners Petzl and their equipment. All you got to do is send an email to info@sr3rescueconcepts.com. Mention this podcast, the Real ResQ podcast, and they'll take care of the rest. And VersaLifts. When you're at the gym working on your squats, building your leg strength for the next rescue mission, depth matters. If you're like me, getting below parallel on your squats is tough. Well, allow me to introduce VersaLifts heel inserts. These gems have become one of my new favorite accessories in my gym bag. Simply place them into your regular training shoe, either on top or underneath the insole, and bam! You've got a heel lift benefit of a weightlifting shoe, but the comfort and flexibility of your regular trainers. So the next time your workout just has heavy squats, grab your V2 strength inserts. Or how about a run, pull up, push up, air squat, and another run? Grab your V2 endurance insert. Or my own personal workout of running, clusters, and ring muscle ups. Grab your original V2 inserts and go crush it. Check them out today at vlifts.com or on Instagram at Versalifts. And when you're ready to get a few pair of your own, make sure you get your 10% off with the Real ResQ discount code. Squat well, friends. Coming up next, we've got a rescue swimmer coming to us from Spain. All of his stories do not disappoint. We had an opportunity to meet at Eurosa in Portugal, and when we got talking about stories, I was like, bro, you got to come on and share some of these. So here he is to share his stories, Mr. Jose Pastor. My name is Jason Quinn. I am United States Coast Guard Rescue Swimmer number 500. These are my rescues and rescues from those of us that put our lives on the line every day so others may live. This is the Real ResQ Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Real ResQ Podcast. Today I've got with us a brother of mine, Finn's brother from Spain. His name is Mr. Jose Pastor. What's up? Hola, amigo.
Oh, hello, Jason. Good morning. Nice
¿Cómo
to
estás?
Muy bien, thank you. Gracias.
No problemo. That's about all I know, brother. I'm sorry. So, my man Jose coming to us. Actually, you're working in the Netherlands right now, right?
Yeah. I'm working in the Netherlands Coast Guard
Love
since
it.
2020. Yeah.
Gosh, man, you are all over. And the cool part about this, so actually, you and I met at the last Eurosa meeting. Oh my gosh, which was a blast. For everybody out there that missed that meeting, yeah, don't miss the next one. The next one's going to be in Ireland. It's going to be so fun. But we were in Portugal, hanging out, talking stories, and I was like, Jose, please come on and tell us some of these stories. So, poof, here you are, my man. It's freaking amazing. I'm stoked.
Yeah. I hope that we can talk. We can talk and share some part of these memories. Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited. All right, but before we get into that, if you don't mind, give us a little background, a little bit about who you are, how you got into the search and rescue, and just a little background about some of your training too. Be awesome.
Okay. So yeah, I start as everyone of us probably with our first lifeguard training when I was a teenager. When I was 18 years old, I started working as a lifeguard during the summer campaign. So yeah, was something that it called me from the beginning. Was a real vision, you can say that. For me was not only swim but do something more than this, especially to the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, after some years I jumped to another training to be prepared for be a paramedic, to start my training as not only as a lifeguard, also as a paramedic. But suddenly, part of the life, someone offered me a position in a mountain ski station. So I decided to move into the mountain of the Pyrenees in the north of Spain, yes, close to the French border.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working there for some years as a ski patrol in the station.
Oh yes. I don't remember you telling me this. If I had known you were a ski patrol,
yeah,
I would have been planning a ski trip already with you. Let's go.
Yeah, I really love it. Being the mountain and skiing, it's for me, it's a pleasure. In a couple of days, I will be there with my family because my son love it also. So yeah. It's
have you guys got snow up there yet? Is there enough snow to like really hit it?
I pray for some more snow, but for my kids, it's enough. It's enough.
Perfect. Oh, I love it. Right on.
Yeah.
So you were ski patrol. How long did you do ski patrol?
Yeah, for 4 years, 4 winters.
Perfect. Gosh, that's awesome. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. During the winter I work in the station, and in summer in a mountain hut in that mountain. And you know, I have some beautiful memories of rescues there for people losing in the mountain with really bad weather condition, even in winter with the skis. I remember especially a tragedy there with a French team of blind skiers. So imagine someone in front of the blind guy need to with with some rings they need to send them the sound of the ring to guide them skiing outside in the mountain without any track. So it's unbelievable that these people did. So crossing mountain, really high mountain, 2,000 to 7 meters.
Oh my gosh!
In winter with skis, in bad weather. So we need to go there on top of the mountain to try to guide them to the lower part of the valley because the weather was deteriorating quickly. Was a super beautiful operation in the mountain. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
just
yeah.
for all my Imperial friends, that's like 6,000 feet. So you're up
Yeah.
at 6,000 feet, 2,000 meters, and there's a blind. It's a blind group. But
A
everybody,
blind group of 4 people, blind people, and 4 guys. So in total 8.
and they get stuck in
They
up
get
that
stuck
altitude.
due to the fog and the bad weather, so, and they cannot reach the path to go down the valley.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How the heck did you get them out? What'd you do?
Well, I work there as I told you. So for me, it's so familiar. It's like my backyard. So for me, it was so easy to reach them and then follow my path to my shelter, to the hut, to provide them some food and everything. But I cannot do nothing special. But I need to be there, which is special in winter with the skis. So yeah, it was like a easy mission, but was really emotional because all these guys need some special care, even if they are tough guys because they are skiing out of the tracks without nothing. But
yeah,
was really beautiful mission. Yeah, for me it was like a mission, because I helped so many people, in this kind of condition in the mountain.
oh my gosh! And that's how it begins. Let's
Yeah.
go. Like,
Yeah.
all right, what's your next step? Because then you get into helicopter stuff, yeah?
Yeah. In 2002, I joined a mountain rescue team in Andalusia region with a 412, a Bell 412, which
Nice.
with
Love it.
I love it, this machine, because you cannot do everything. You can do everything with that machine. No,
Yeah.
it's not super specialized in one kind of mission, but you can do all with that. So yeah, it was a super interesting period for me because it was the first contact with a machine like that.
Okay.
We have the good opportunity to train a lot, so many hours every year. But we start from zero. So at the beginning, the process, it's related, not with the training, no? You need a good guidance, especially at the beginning. Otherwise, you can make mistake that can cost you a lot. So the guidance, a good guidance at the beginning of the unit or at the beginning of a training, it's super, super important. Yeah.
Oh, I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
And having a good mentor to keep you on track.
Yeah.
Totally helps. So for all of you guys that are looking that need a mentor, find a good guy. Find somebody that just can guide you the way it is. For all you guys that have experience, bring those young guys under your wing and help them out. Teach them the ways.
Absolutely, it's like we are talking, no? Because I remember a funny history about our training. The first instructor who came was a really experienced guy, no? But maybe he cannot choose the right progression. No, I mean, the progression of the unit was really different between every individual. So for some of us was really natural to be in the helicopter, in the walls, doing some technical rescue with ropes and high line. But for other people in the same unit was too much. I remember his faces, no, doing some technical rescues, some scenarios, no, in the middle of a 110-meter wall, vertical.
Oh
And you
my
need to,
gosh.
yeah, and you need to move the helo in that position because he cannot be on top position because it's too
Right.
high. So he need to be in a stand off, and we need to use the high line to first deploy the victim to the vertical position and then up. No, it's easy for you and for me to understand, but at the
Yes.
beginning, I remember the faces of my colleague like, how can I do that? I cannot do it. Even
Yeah.
if the instructor was with us in the middle of the wall, explaining everything and controlling the maneuver, was too much. Man, it's a complex maneuver. There are some critical moments that you need to be really quickly release the high line to put the victim in the position, in the vertical position, and then up. No.
Yeah.
So
There is so much coordination with this, and
yeah.
one of the things that when I go out in training and you start teaching off center lifts, this is exactly what you're talking about. And you can be doing it from the ground, but the fact you're doing it off the cliff, the hoist operator's got to be on point. Your pilots have got to be on point, and then you guys on the ground have to be on point. The guide and tagline has to be, or guideline needs to be on point. And it's like this little coordination dance of, we get her ready for pickup from the ground or off the rock. 3, 2, 1, load's coming on the helicopter, and you let it swing plumb. But the hoist operator, like, stop right there, boom, don't do anything, just let it do its thing, let the load do its thing, let the guys on the ground help you out, and then once everything's stable, you're like, okay, now we can continue. It's so simple yet so difficult.
So difficult.
Yeah. Or it's either, or let's reverse that. It's super complicated, but when everybody's on the same page, it's super easy. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but as you say, the coordination is the key point.
Yeah.
It needs to be perfect. Otherwise, you create a mess easily, super easily. So imagine, no?
Yeah, I remember, total side note on this. This just reminded me of a story. I'm out doing some training with some guys. We're actually working on a 412 at the moment, and we were doing something kind of like that. We were doing an off-center lift, and it was off like a container, like almost a Connex box, but a big container. It was probably, I don't know, 8-10 feet off the ground, so it's about 3 meters off the ground. And I remember telling these guys, like, hey, when you hold the guideline, let it go out, just stabilize the load. Now, this dude freaking held on with all his might, got pulled off the top of the Connex box, and is like going to the ground, but the rope is stabilizing him to the ground. I was like, oh my God, dude, what is wrong with you? So simple, yet so complicated.
So complicated. So many moving parts involved.
Yeah, so many. And you know what? He didn't listen. He should have listened. He didn't listen. Oh my gosh. That's funny. All right, keep going. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. It just reminded me of that story. I figured I'd share it with
you. Yeah. Well, after that, I joined the Spanish Coast Guard with a S-71. Was unbelievable. One of I remember one of the best period in my career, because I joined a really special base in the northeast of Spain, in Galicia. Yeah, I met some of my best friends there.
Nice.
We create a real brotherhood, a real team, no? For me was super special that period on Galicia, not even in the mission, because I did so many missions there. It was super beautiful, and see the strongest sea in Spain, because there are real harsh conditions there. But also in the personal way, to be part of a proper team, a good team of people, pilot, hoist operator, rescue swimmer, everyone working in the same direction. Because there, as probably in other part of your country also, the sea marks, it's the judge. So there is no complacency there. You need to be prepared, you need to be trained, you need to be fully focused. There is no option for another kind of things.
Right.
This feeling, it was super important for me. It clarified even my setting, to be focused. Was super beautiful. I'm really proud to be part of that unit.
Yeah. Now, was it there? Is that where you got your very first rescue, or was that before?
No, it was with the previous team, with the 412, with the Bell.
Okay, got it. All right, we'll come back to that, because keep going, because your career it didn't stop there. I mean, you did a lot.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I am too old, Jason. Sorry, but I am an old guy, very old guy.
Oh, you're so full of shit, is what you are. You're not old. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So after what? Well, in the Galicia Coast Guard, I remember also a beautiful operation, because we need to recover a sailor, an injured sailor from a lower deck, because he fall in the ladder to the lower deck.
Wait a minute. I know this is the story. This is one of the stories you're going to tell me, but don't get into that yet. Don't get into that yet. Let's back up. You know what? I'll tell you what. Let's back up right now. Your very first unit with the 412.
Yeah.
What was your very first rescue there?
It was a hunter, with a broken ankle in a narrow valley. He was hunting there and falling across a step, and he broken a ankle. At the beginning, imagine it was the first mission of the unit. No one was involved in a mission, so only me and my colleague. When we received the call, we training for more than 1 year and a half, and without any call, because at the beginning we are not released, to be ready, But that day there is a alineation in the stars or wherever, and they call us directly, and was like it's a real mission. Yeah. We need to recover a hunter from a valley. Was like adrenaline for the whole unit. Imagine everyone working in the computer, send us all the datunes, the location of the position, the planning to refueling, because it was too far of our base. It's at the beginning it's only one helicopter, now it's two, but at the beginning only one, and we need to fly for 2 hours and 45 minutes to reach a point to refuel, and then jump to that mountain. So it was a long mission, no?
Okay.
The situation was quite basic, There are some people there making some smoke signal to see, because it was in a empty area, remote area of Andalusia, without any villa or road close. So they make a fire, and with that fire we can locate easily the position of the hunter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We decided
they're making a smoke signal on the ground for you guys in the air as you're coming in.
Yeah.
That is badass, dude.
Yeah.
Where are they? Oh, there they are, right? Look, I got a smoke signal. Look.
Yeah. It was unbelievable, but really, really useful, because all the mountains are really similar with valleys all the time. It's the same configuration of the terrain. So it's even with a position, we cannot reach the proper valley. the signal, the smoke signal, changed our life in that moment.
Wow, that's really smart of the guys on ground.
Yeah. But it was an idea of my pilot in that moment, because we cannot find easily the valley, and they say, hey, you can make a little fire to indicate your position, and the guys did, was perfect.
So your pilot called them down on the ground. It's like, hey guys, I need you to make a fire.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's a really good pilot. And luckily he died a couple of years ago in a firefighter operation, but was a really good pilot with a lot of experience. He came from the army. It's a good friend it was a good friend after so many years working together.
Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
Well, what a good idea. And he just passed on some great information for everybody who's out there. So you just call down, hey guys, I need you to start a fire, make a little smoke fire. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So simple.
So simple.
Sort of. Yeah.
Wow. So effective. So effective.
Just make sure you tamp it out before you leave.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys get on scene, and now you're going down to package a patient. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going down. I see his status was okay. The broken leg, it's how can you say, it's not an open fracture, it's a closed fracture. So his status was okay. I carry with me a triangle, pedals Bermudez. Do you know the Petzl? It's a triangle, red and blue.
Oh, it's like a harness, or like the seat?
Yeah, it's a evacuation harness. It calls. It's a Petzl.
Yep.
Bermudez is the name.
Okay. What a piece of rescue gear to package him up.
Like a Bauman, but more simple. You know.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. You know what? I do know exactly what you're talking about. It's a yeah. Petzl. Yeah. Goes between the legs, around the waist, under the arms. 3 connection point, carabiner through, connected to the hoist hook. You're good to go. Done.
Exactly, man. You know what I am talking.
I do. For everybody else out there, go Google it.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it. So easy pickup, yeah? Yeah,
super easy pickup. Without the highline, the position of the halo was okay. The ballet was good. So left them. We go together, the patient and me. I try to support a little bit his leg.
Yeah.
But it was super simple, perfect maneuver. And then go to the hospital, another 2 hours and 50 or 45 minutes, but was a successful mission, really successful. The more important thing was not the mission, but the morale that we provide to the other unit, because everyone called me, hey, you did a mission. Yeah. We are training for that, and now it's real. So they can call us. Now you need to be on. Was like a turning point for the unit.
Everybody's like on cloud 9, pumped up. Let's go.
Yeah. It was like that, exactly.
Oh yeah. Yes. I love that. And I know you guys are probably on some adrenaline high for like the next 3 days.
Imagine the adrenaline, it's blowing. Boom.
Oh, what a great first mission too. Especially after you've been training for like a year and a half to get out there and be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
Legit.
We're training a lot. So many hours. Yeah.
To find them with a smoke fire, a smoke signal. Freaking awesome. I'm never gonna forget that. I really like that. Duly noted. So simple.
This is the purpose of this talk, no? To transfer information to the other. Maybe you can use, I don't know when or why, but you can use that. So it's great. This is the real purpose of that.
Yeah. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, brother. Well, let's circle back because now you're on the next unit. You were going to get into this one, which is the injured sailor who had fallen. This
Yeah,
is when you're flying on. Remind me again. It's the S-61 is the
yeah,
helicopter. Okay,
yeah,
so you're on the S-61 flying. You get a call for an injured sailor.
yeah. But the situation when we arrive to the position of the vessel, there are a small swell of 1 meter, 1 meter and a half, but the vessel was too small. They bumping, rolling a lot, no? And especially if you need to go down in the lower deck, plenty of fuel and fish. The sailor crying, helping for crying for help, no? Because he broken one arm, one leg, several ribs, with a moderate TC. So at the beginning, he was confused, screaming, crying. When I went down to check his condition, was holy shit, man. So we need more than 45 minutes or something like that to prepare properly, to
Wow.
transfer it to the litter because
Yeah.
he was in a really difficult position like that, squeezing between different machinery below the deck.
So
So
he was
moving
still
that,
in where he fell.
yeah, exactly.
Oh man. So you
Yeah,
need to pull him out of that area and then backboard him and put him
yeah,
in the litter. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah,
Jose.
yeah. It was a tough job. I need to ask for help to the sailor on board to help me to move the guy. Yeah, was successful, but it cost me a lot. It cost me a lot. Yeah. Yeah, maybe the good thing, the technical point of view, no, for us as a rescuer, was the way that we need to moving out because the stretcher, it's a medevac stretcher, the medevac 2, so
Yep.
it's too big to pass the hatch to be on deck. So we need to choose another different position. I decide to extract the stretcher, the litter, from one side of the bulk because there is a hole in the bulk that the
Yep.
sailor using to recover the nets.
Oh.
So from that hulk, we extract the stretcher. It's a one in one side of the bulk of
Are you
the
talking
vessel.
like it's on the side of the vessel?
Yeah,
Like there's a
exactly.
door that goes into from the side of the vessel and you have to go extract them out the side of the vessel because you can't
Exactly.
get them to the main deck?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, was complex and in that moment I thought I need to create a point outside of the vessel to hold in the hook and to release the hook easily in case of something happen because I cannot guide that stretch that leader with the high line because the high line, imagine the head of the stretcher was in my feet, but the
Yeah.
feet was inside the deck. So I cannot handle the high line from my position. Even if I did the high line from inside the vessel, I cannot control the hook when he come. So in that moment, I decide not to create a anchor point with my ropes that I carry in my jacket,
Okay.
create a point holding me in that position outside of the vessel
Oh
and
my God.
receive the hook from outside, holding the hook in that position, chain the high line, and then when the halo was on top, connect and then release and continue controlling the high line.
All while you're standing on the outside of the side of the vessel, anchored to the inside of the vessel.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It works. It works. It was a decision. For me, it was easy because all my career was holding, no, in the cliff, in the belays with ropes. But for me, it was so natural. I don't need to think too much. I transfer all this information to the pilot. They say, okay, I see you in a good shape, so I trust you. So whatever you need, I am here for you. So the coordination was super okay. In that time, we don't use the Polycom, so I need to go several times to the bridge of the vessel to translate all this information. So I'm going back. So
hey, there's your sprints for the day. Sprinting up to the comm station or the deck, the main cabin of the vessel. Hey, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, let me sprint back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Another ingenious idea, Jose. That's awesome. Like I can totally picture it too. Like being inside the vessel, you're like, how the heck am I gonna get the guideline in here to get the hoist hook in here? And I guess I mean, without looking at the vessel itself, you could have got maybe to the top and then lowered off down to the side. But for you just to anchor yourself into some hard points on the vessel, hang outside the aircraft like you're in a rappel position on the side of the vessel, and then send the hoist hook and guideline right to you. Oh, that's perfect.
In that mission, it works. I will be.
Wow.
I will do the same if I am there in another mission for sure. But in that moment, it works. Was a good idea because you all the time the hook was here. I have time enough to connect the high line in the feet of the stretcher, holding everything. And when the halo was on top position, I only connect the hook to the leader, struck, take off. It works.
Wow.
Was a good decision.
Well done, sir. Jeez, oh man. Meh. Listen to you. Meh. Easy. It was easy.
No. I'm happy. I'm proud of that mission. It was a difficult one, especially all alone. So this is the kind of mission that you probably get another rescue swimmer with you on the vessel, working together, because you can distribute all this workload between two. But it was not possible in that moment. It's okay. I solve as best as I can, but it was a complex one for only one.
Wow. Out of curiosity, for my own curiosity, after the patient was extracted, did you climb back inside the vessel and then go up to the upper deck to be hoisted out, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
In fact, when the leader take off, I was in a position that I cannot control the high line because the high line was a little bit up of me. So I need to jump quickly to the main deck because a sailor at the beginning, he was with the high line. For the couple of first seconds, a sailor on top of me, I can see him because I have a direct contact with him. But the high line was on the deck, on the main deck. So when I connect the hook and take off the stretcher, I jump to the deck, the main deck, and control the high line to continue with the guiding. Yeah.
Jose, that is amazing. Well done, sir. Well done.
You need to use all this. It's something interesting related, no, with our training, no.
Yeah.
We need to be creative, no, because you need to use all the assets that you have. It's not only our equipment; it's also something that you can using in the deck. The sailor, the people can help you. So at the end, you are like a computer. You need to centralize all these assets and putting all together. Because for me, sir, it's like a bag, no? You carry so many tools in your bag and you using when you need it. This is my mentality.
Yeah.
using different tools all the time, choosing tools for that.
Brilliant. Well done, sir. Well done to you and your entire crew on both those missions. Good night. That's freaking fantastic. Gosh. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, so now
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna keep fast forwarding a little bit now because you actually get out of the helicopter worlds for a little while and
Yeah.
joined the fire department. Yeah.
Yeah. 13
Yeah, you
years.
left the helicopter world.
For me, was one of the most difficult decisions in my career.
Yeah, totally.
It's
I might be
super.
giving you a hard time, but the fact you're flying again, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. I am quite happy, no? But
Yeah.
in that moment, the decision to leave the Coast Guard was something that it cannot make me sleep well at night, because I studied for be a firefighter for a long time, and when I obtained a position, a permanent position, there was like my hair tell me that this is your place, so you need to keep here in the Coast Guard. But the economic situation, my family was there, so finally, I took the decision. Was okay, but was super difficult for me.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Believe me, I get it. So, and good for you. I mean, 11 years as a firefighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
So,
that's pretty good.
It's a career in the firefighter service. I at the beginning also was a super interesting period in my life, because we create a rescue unit with ropes to working in high buildings. The first couple of years was super interesting. So many training, also a really good ambience, really good feeling, no, with my colleagues, and the morale. It's all the time like a rocket, trying to pursue this goal, no. Was super beautiful period with a real camaraderie feeling, not to be in a unit. This is something that I really like it. I don't know why, but I really need to be involved, really involved in the unit. For me, I can work alone, but it's something that is not really enough, no. Sometimes I need a feeling of be part of a team, a real team. You and me know it's not always easy to find, because we are now like satellites, no, working, doing your job as a good professional, but the feeling of being with someone, more people working together with the same goal, it's something really unbelievable and really desirable, no, for especially for me, for you, for sure also, no.
Yeah.
But the commercial or the real life is not providing you all these things always, no. So sometimes we are professional, we do our job, but always remember this kind of memories, no, like the team, no, the proper team with colleagues, because you can do so many things, complex things with a team. It's unbelievable the power of a team.
Oh yeah.
When it works together.
Oh yeah. All day. Yeah, the stuff that you can achieve in rescue and in life, just working with like-minded people. It's amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Well, inside your career as a firefighter, I'm like you and I talked a little bit before we got started. I know a lot of firefighters, and there's a lot. You guys run into the buildings to go. You're doing a similar job as us. The same job. It's the same job. You're going in to rescue those in distress.
Yeah.
Some good, some bad.
Yeah, it's only a different environment, but the will it's the same, to help the people in a critical situation, especially, no. So I was involved in so many crash accidents with trucks, cars, firing buildings, which, you know, there are so many people involved in a tower of imagine so many flats together, all together, with a big fire who goes up to the other flats. Or so yeah, I have good memories, no, but it's quite similar. The as I can I if I compare the two jobs, it's quite similar. Probably the difference for me, it's the number of people involved, because for example, in my fire station we were normally a team of 9.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so it's a team. You need to do so many things, but there are people. When the situation become worse, you can ask easily for help. So there is another truck who come, so you have 6 people more, 6 firefighters more. If the situation is worse, you can add all the time so many people. But in our world, in the helicopter world, you are normally alone. You cannot ask for so many people to come. Not always. It's you are more isolated. This is the feeling that I have. No, when someone lowering in the cable in a deck or in the mountain, the option to receive some help are quite limited. So
you may be a force of 1.
Yeah, maybe 2 in the best.
Maybe
2. It's 2. It's fantastic for me. 2. It's like
woohoo.
No, but more than 2, sometimes it's complicated.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. We're gonna get into this one right here, which because while you were a firefighter, you ended up splitting your time 15 days as a firefighter and then 15 days of helping on, I'm going to call it the high seas, but it was in the Mediterranean Sea, right?
Yeah.
And the you know, let me start with this. You were part of a rescue crew and with limited resources, helping those coming from Syria, trying to get out of Syria because of the Syrian war, which turned into literally 10,000 or more people in the water that you were going out to help.
Yeah.
10,000, bro.
Yeah. Let me explain you a little bit from the beginning, because the beginning of this mission, I saw in the TV so many pictures of Syrian people dying, no, sank in the water, no. So we decided to create a little NGO, rescue NGO, to try to help them, to try to give them some opportunities, especially at sea, no.
Yeah.
So
wait, real quick. NGO. What does that stand for?
Same for it's a non-governmental organization, which means a voluntary organization.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is private. You're trying to do something private sector, non-government. Got it.
Exactly.
NGO.
It's fully it's the people who support you. It's they give you some support from the economical point of view, in material, everything. So you need to collect all this equipment. At the beginning, we deploy a little team of 6 people to the Greek island of Lesbos to cover the people who come from Syria to Lesbos in Greece. Okay.
Okay.
And during 9 months, we patrolling a small channel. It's 22 kilometers of water between Turkey and Greece. So we patrolling at night with a small rig and provide them life jackets, some guidance, especially help in case of they are in a critical situation. So it was the beginning, no, of the NGO. After 9 months there, 15 days at home and 15 days there in Lesbos, patrolling and, living so many beautiful and really not beautiful situation, because these Syrian guys coming from his country with a bag. They carry all his life in a bag, especially woman, child. It's the same. It's an exodus. Imagine if you need to abandon your country and to reach another country in front of you, and you only have place for carry a bag all your life in a bag.
Wow.
Yeah. Without experience of sailing at night, because all of them trying to reach the Greek coast by night, because they provide some shelter. It was hard. It was hard, emotionally hard, because it was 9 months working non-stop, 15 days there in Spain and 15 days there, patrolling every night from 12 to 8 o'clock in the morning, 12 to 8, every night, patrolling at sea.
You did this every day or every 15 days for 9 months?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And so the pictures are going to be on Instagram and Facebook. So you guys go check them out there, the ones that Jose sent to me. But we're talking literally 10,000 plus people in the water, on rafts, on boats, on anything that could get out of Syria to a safe haven. Wow.
Yeah, but as I say, it was Lesbos, no, in Greek island, and during 9 months. When I finished my period there, because the number of Syrian people was not critical, sorry for saying that, not critical, no, it was lower.
Yeah.
I jumped to the other road for the migrants to reach Europe, and this road starting in Libya. So I moved to Libya. Okay. There in Libya, the logistics are a little bit different, because in the Greek island, we have a patrol boat, a small rig, and we are starting from the harbor and patrolling at sea and then back, no? So we are in the same island. But in Libya, you need to use a vessel, because the starting point is Malta, La Valletta, the harbor of La Valletta. You sailing with that vessel 24 hours sailing to reach the SAR zone of Libya. It's 240 miles away from Malta.
Wow.
Yeah. So I joined another NGO who provide the vessel. I went there, carry everything on the vessel. So you need to carry water, food, life jacket, the rib, the crew, everything from Malta, sailing to the SAR zone in front of Tripoli and all this area. During 21 days, we are sailing that area, patrolling that area. This is the idea. So when you told me about the 10,000 people, it was a super special situation, because the Muslim have the Ramadan, and during that period they are praying and not eating too much, no?
Yes, right.
Yeah. So the Ramadan ends that precise Friday. The smuggler in Libya sent all these people, because the weather was okay. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This weekend, they sent 10,000 people of person trying to reach Italy. 10,000 in 3 days. This is the unofficial numbers, because that is so difficult to say something officially, you know. I have I have some figure in my mind, no? But imagine that road who coming from Libya and try to reach Italy in 2007. Let me see the figure. The official figure. It's the number of people dead in that SARS zone. It's 4,581 in 2006. 2,639 in 2007. This is the official number of people drawing in that road in these years. It's unbelievable. I was there 3 missions different. I can assure you that the numbers are minimum the double, because no one knows how many boats the smuggler send. No one knows. There is no location, no position, none. There is nothing. It's only a rubber dinghy full of people sailing. So it's
wow.
I tell you one history, no, not one history, one fact, no. During at the beginning of the mission of that mission, the number 3 for me, the weather was so bad. I need to shelter our vessel in a harbor in Sarsis. It's in Tunisia.
Okay.
Tunisia, yeah, Tunisia. We need to be there sheltering from the big storm for 5 days because the weather was horrible. We make some conversation. We create some friendships with the fishermen on that vessel, on that harbor, because they are also sheltering due to the storm, no?
Okay.
And the chief fisherman, the chief of the fishermen there, told me personally, we cannot find sailors for working on the fisherman vessel, because every time that we threw our nets in the sea, we recover somebody, dead body.
Oh,
so
my gosh.
there is no fisherman available for doing this job. No one wants to work as a fisherman there due to that. So imagine the tragedy.
Yeah.
And it's fucking real. It's not a supposition. It's not, you cannot read in the newspaper, but it is real. That guy make a graveyard. Personally, him make one graveyard to put all these bodies in a decent place. I see the place. I see the graveyard. It's full of tombs, full. I don't remember the numbers, but hundreds, for sure, hundreds. All of them in lines. It's like a holy shit, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, after being there in Sarsis Harbor for 5 days, the weather suddenly improved. It was like a explosion, like a blow up. Friday, there are some people who come. A normal day for us was a normal day, no? But Saturday and Sunday was horrible, man. It was unbelievable. We can go through that if you want.
I will leave it up to you, my friend. I get it though, because you guys are now going out into like better seas, better weather, and all from everybody getting their butt kicked from bad weather. There's a ton of boats that didn't make it, and a lot of people in the water. A lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Days, months of doing this. Jose. Holy cow, man.
Yeah, it's I can I can choose no to be there. Yeah, I choose. Honestly, I did because I was training. I am involved in the situation of that because I was 9 months in Greece, looking and living this kind of experience. No, for me as a swimmer, professionally was like a training. No,
Yeah.
but the dimension of the disaster in Libya, you can compare with Lesbos because in Lesbos, so many people die also. But in Libya, the numbers are unbelievable. It's difficult. It is out of the logic, out of the numbers. It's out of the box, totally out. Even
Wow.
for me personally, the level of risk that I assumed that was totally out. Never in my life I feel that to be out, totally out, but so involved that I say, man, I need to keep doing. I need to keep doing my best until die or
Yeah.
until I destroy myself. But there is the situation, the tragedy, the numbers, the people, the condition. It's it's hard. It was hard.
Well, the other part about this that I really I admire not only by you, but the other guys that involved. There were like you said 9 of you, right? That went down, like a crew of 9 or 11. How many people did you guys have as rescue men, as a
No,
rescue crew?
in the vessel,
Yeah.
it's a crew of 16. There are
Yeah,
one.
16. I knew
Yeah,
that. Sorry, 16.
yeah, yeah. It's a captain, one officer, the second officer, the chief engineer, plus a doctor, a nurse, 12 people to helping in the decks. Yeah, this is the crew of the vessel. Depends of the vessel. You have more crew member, less. The vessel that I work, it's a first response vessel. It's only to distribute the life jacket to help them, and then transferring to another vessel, bigger one, because the vessel it's a fishing vessel, so you cannot sailing with people in your decks.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so our mission was to provide the first response and then transferring to another vessel, bigger vessel from another NGO, Navy vessel, Italian Coast Guard vessel, whatever, but transferring, but not sailing because it's not designed for that. It's you only have two chains in every side of the vessel, port side
Right.
and starboard side. It's only a chain. So easily someone can fall into the water. Imagine all this effort that you did trying to help them and them falling. So the night, it's all the time we need to put someone to check because these guys coming in a deep deteriorates circumstance or maybe not in his best shape. So
Yeah.
they are suffering head stroke, dehydration, some several sickness. So imagine the hospitality on the vessel. It's full of people. I need to go there so many times to put intravenous lines. The doctor called me for many things. So imagine the vessel. The vessel, one thing it's on the deck, but below deck it's full. It's full of people, and it's really difficult to believe, but really true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy, man. Crazy.
yeah,
16 people
yeah,
helping 10,000 plus.
yeah. Honestly, it was Friday. There are a normal number of vessels there. Saturday, the number is reduced because the vessels that are full of people, they need to sailing back to Italy. So it's 24 hours sailing. So when you fulfill a vessel, the vessel disappears from the SAR zone. So there is no more vessel. So the Friday, we fulfill a lot of vessels of people. So Saturday, there are less. And Sunday, only 3. So only 3 vessels for this madness. So in total, or the whole weekend, it's 10,000, but it's distributed. It's not only me with 10,000. It's a common effort of so many people and other NGO, Navy vessel, Italian Coast Guard. So it's a mass rescue operation. 10,000 people in a weekend. Imagine the numbers that we are talking. It's a city.
I really can't. I cannot imagine that many people to have to try to tend and help, and that's including all the other vessels that were with and around you. Geez, oh man. Well, you know what? Mad props to you and everybody else involved and going out of your way. Like in all the fundraising and getting the gear and equipment to go out to be able to do it. Creating the non-government. I know there's a lot of work with that too. So
if something happen, let me promise you something. If something happen again, it will be easy to happen in the future again, because it's a flux, no, of people, no, who come, who go. I will try to organize with you, with other colleagues, with other friends of us, to provide them some help for not dying there. So let me promise that I will contact. At that time, I was alone. It was for me too much, honestly. The next time, the next mission, I carry one swimmer with me as a backup, because I need someone to give me some cover.
Yeah,
it's basic. But this mission precisely, in the first mission, I was with a swimmer also. The second one, this I couldn't find someone. But for the first, I used, because it's too much. Honestly, it's too much hours in a row, too much responsibility, too much risk. It's too much in all the sense. It's out of the box.
mind blown. Good for you, man. Well done. Do everything you can. Hats off to you, brother.
If we have some time, I would like to explain you a little bit about the night of the Saturday, because if you want to through that, we have time for talking about.
We got all the time in the world, my friend.
Because
so the Saturday of that weekend.
The Saturday and the Sunday, I try to resume, because we can talk for hours, and for me there are so many memories and details. I try to reduce, but to make the people an idea about the madness, no, how big is the disaster there, no. I remember I try to make a history, but the Friday was a busy day, but normal. I don't remember the figures. But Saturday morning, we wake up early in the morning, 5:20 in the morning. My crew called me. Hey, we spotted with the infrared camera a dinghy. So yeah, it's a normal day. We are prepared for that. We training for that. Okay. We recovered the first 2 dinghies, 120 and 160 people.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the dinghy was close to our position, normal operation, it's okay. But suddenly the rig driver, the team leader of the rig, called me. Hey, Jose, we have a wooden boat. It's full of people. You must come. Okay. Was like, holy shit, it's not normal, because I am in the bridge. Normally, because I was the head of mission, so my work is to be a swimmer as a secondary task.
Yeah.
But I organize the whole SAR operation in my vessel, no, deploying things and controlling. This is the reason what I was there at the beginning. But I carry my stuff, my personal gear as a swimmer, because you never know, no? I also carry a scuba diving equipment in case of we have a problem, because you are alone there. So you need to be as much self-sufficient as you can. So yeah, I carry everything with me. I change, I using my neoprene and my fins. And when I read that, my first idea was, hey, I have here an empty dinghy, because I put on board 160 people on board my vessel.
Yep.
But I have an empty dinghy. So it's something that it can float. So for me was like a, whoop, pick, I need it. I need to use that. So I put diesel, gasoline, petrol on the rib, on the small dinghy, and sailing with this dinghy to the position of the wooden boat.
Okay.
So I using an empty dinghy to have something floating in case of the wooden boat sank. Because I don't know in that moment the numbers, but they told me, hey, Jose, you need to come. If that guy called me for that, it need to be a reason, a solid reason to call me for that. So yeah, I was in a small dinghy, empty, sailing to the position of the wooden boat.
Okay.
It's difficult to believe, but you need to use everything that you have. When I arrived to the position of the wooden boat, you see the picture. It's a city. It's 750 people in a 20-meter wooden boat. When I jump on board, I cannot make a single step without smashing an arm, a leg. There is no place. There is physically no place. The rudder was a handlebar. This is the rudder. It's a super precarious boat. It's not designed for that. Imagine the weight of the vessel.
Oh yeah. 750 plus people in the boat?
In a boat. And it's not an
And it's only
but
20 meters long?
20 meters.
Jeez, oh man.
Child, woman, disabled people. It's a migration. So it's unbelievable, the number. When I see, because I know that there is a lower deck. This is the high class, the people that can see the sea, they can pay for that. So they are the richest one. The poor ones are in the lower deck. I need to use my torch.
There's 2 decks on this.
Two deck.
Oh my gosh.
I switch on my torch, and I only can see white eyes looking at me, because they are in layers in the second floor, without ventilation, without sun, without light. There are hundreds of people in that deck. So when I see that, I put my face below the deck and I see, holy shit, man. Okay, we need to think in quickly, and we need to start to distribute life jacket like a hell. Because if there is something happen here, it's a fucking disaster. It's a tragedy. There is no life jacket. There is nothing. There is nothing. So, well, luckily, it's one thing of the training that we can say thanks. We train a lot. So I have a clear plan, no? Me, in my mind, it's like okay, now it's the moment to start distributing life jackets to provide them a flotation system in case of they fall into the water. So we start to distribute in different areas of the vessel to avoid the people to try to fighting, because some people fighting for the life jackets. They want to be safe. So they hitting others to try to get one. So I distribute life jackets in different areas of the vessel to avoid that fight.
Yeah.
And imagine it's a super long work because it's hours. We need to carry 750 life jackets, putting them. Yeah, yeah. Luckily, in a moment of the mission, not luckily, sorry, unluckily, some people, because when I distribute all these life jacket, I call by radio to my vessel. Hey, you need to come closer to us to make shorter the meters that we need to transfer that from that boat to my boat.
Yeah.
From the wooden boat to my boat. So we need to transfer all these people, no? So I called by radio to my vessel, hey, you need to come. And in one moment, when the people saw my vessel, a normal one, iron vessel, fishing vessel, some people decide to jump into the water.
Oh my gosh.
So it's 18 or 19 people in the water. So for me, it was like, oh man. Luckily, they have life jackets, so at least they have something to grab. But
yeah,
they don't have any fucking idea of swim. So imagine, we carry all these people. Everyone was safe. We need to deploy 11 life raft in our vessel because our vessel physically don't have this capacity to carry 750 plus 120 plus 160. So we deploy all our life raft and carry people in the life raft. So my fishing vessel is like an island surrounded by life raft. Plenty of people. 1,100 people in total.
Just between the three vessels, yeah?
No, only my vessel.
Only yours?
Only my vessel. The other vessels are involved in other operations, like me.
Oh my God.
So this is my vessel. 1,000. Let me check. It's 1,000. More than 1,100. Imagine.
Unreal.
Imagine that luckily my captain, it's a German captain. So he can speak in German with a Navy vessel from the German Navy.
Yep.
And they accept to transfer all these people to his vessel. Imagine a long operation, transferring from small ribs, our ribs, to the ribs of the German vessel, all these people to this ship. We finish. I don't remember, at 12 o'clock or something like that. We started at 5 and we finished at around 11, 12 at night.
Wow.
A long day.
Yeah.
But now, at that moment, I believe, okay, I am part of a miracle because no one died. Unbelievable, but true. No one died.
1,000 people. No one
1,000
died.
people. 1,000 people. No one died. Everyone. I remember in the most critical moment when the tension was super high. Some people throw me to my small rib, his kids, to save them. Throwing like that, like a balloon.
Like literally throwing their kids to you, like catch my kids.
Catch my kid and save my kid. So imagine the tension during the whole day. It's difficult to believe, but it's true.
Wow.
I need to be really, really strict. Some people try to jump and catch my rib, and I need to let them swim until close to die, because if other people follow his guy and jump to my vessel, my small rib, they can sink my vessel. So I need to be, I see with my eyes looking, people surround me just in the limit to die. But I need to show them, hey, I am in charge. We need to follow that, man. Otherwise, it will be a disaster. So imagine the difficulty of being focused in that. Some people in the water just in the limit to crying, like the tension is you can cut with a knife. It's tension around everywhere. The pressure on me, on my crew, on my vessel. Imagine it's so many people crying, so many people screaming. Man, it's difficult. It's even now for me. It's hard to remember. Anyway, let me take, because this is the funny, or not the funny, sorry, the good part of the history. Then the night came, and the other NGO in the same position close to us called us. Hey, if you are free, you come to help us. Okay, what do you have? You must come. When we arrived to the position of the other NGO, there are 6 dinghies, 6 with more than 120 in each one, plus a wooden boat, similar than my wooden boat in the morning. And now it's night.
Oh my gosh.
So it's another 1,400 or 500 people involved in a night operation.
Wow.
So all of them floating. You cannot, there is no light. The only that I can see is with the MVG, because we have a monocular, and we can see something, and with the infrared camera. There is no light. There is nothing. It's people floating. So imagine a fucking nightmare. It was, honestly, for me, a nightmare. In one moment, the wooden boat, because at the beginning the wooden boat was floating, but someone, for a reason, they can start the engine. So the wooden boat start to moving, and you cannot see the wooden boat. He tried to hit my vessel for jump. So they tried to collide to us. The speed of our vessel was limited because we carry so many life rafts around us to provide them some shelter, no?
Yeah.
So in a miracle, in one moment, we with a strong maneuver, we avoid that collision. But when the people inside the wooden boat see that they cannot reach us, they jump into the water. So 50 people jump into the water at night.
Gosh.
For me was, no, I can't believe it. I deploy, I deploy some flares with parachute to illuminate the scene, because we cannot see nothing. So I deploy several parachute flares with parachute, and you see that it's like a fucking movie of terror. Red light floating in the sky, and people helping for help in the water without life jacket. It's like, bro, what can I do? I jump into the life raft and start to throwing life buoy, life raft, life jacket, ropes, and recover them. But it was super difficult, man. Super difficult. Honestly, for me, it's so many hours in a row working. So my capacities are reduced to a lot. So I started at 5:30 in the morning. Now it's 2 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
So luckily, the nurse of the vessel was a friend of mine, and he told me, Hey, Jose, it's enough. It's enough for you. You need to stay here on deck. Forget to go to another dinghy, please. For me was like a man. I need to stop. I can't continue like that. I can't.
That is unreal, man. That is unreal. Bro.
It continue because it's like a Odyssey. It's you remember the Greek classic, the Odyssey, you know, when it's a tragedy from a long time. This mission for me, it's something similar like that. Luckily, we called to other vessel, and one supply vessel from an oil platform come and join with the other team of the other NGO. We transferring all these people, 1,600, to that supply vessel the whole night, transferring people to that vessel. It's a empty supply vessel, so we have place, but it's the maneuver to put the wooden vessel side by side to the supply vessel was critical, because if something happened, it's at night without light. People 24 hours without water, without food, without shade. So imagine. That's
crazy.
Too much, man. And we succeed. No one died. A fucking miracle.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's like that. It's a miracle, but real. It's okay. I finished the day at, I don't remember, 6 o'clock or something like that.
Okay. In the morning.
In the morning.
So you've been up for 25 hours now. Going.
25. Going. Eating cereal bar and nothing more. Water, cereal bar. Water, cereal bar. Water, cereal bar. Nothing more.
Jeez, oh man. Jose.
24. Yeah, the morning come quickly. I only have 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then call me again. Hey, you need to come. There is a sunk boat with people in the water. You can come, okay? Imagine 2 hours. I am broken. My body is broken. So okay, I'll try to do. So I'm sailing with the rib. When I arrived to the position, it was a nightmare, a real nightmare, with people drowning in the water. I saw one of the most terrible vision in my life, no? Because we were in the position to NGO vessel. When one NGO tried to be close to the boat, with imagine the scene, no? It's a deflated rubber dinghy.
Yeah.
So the people, when the vessel was close, the people tried to jump to the vessel in a disastrous manner. Some people die in that moment due to be squeezed for the leg and the arms of the other. So 10 people die in that moment, plus one pregnant woman also died.
Oh my gosh.
So we can't do too much. We can do nothing. I deploy my Centifloat. It's a floating device. It's like a tube of air.
Yeah. Yeah,
to provide
big long,
yeah.
like a caboose almost, I'll call it. It's just a big long raft connected to the back of your vessel.
Yeah. I deploy that, but I cannot do more, man.
And it was full. That even the picture you sent me, that raft was totally full.
Yeah. a tragedy. We only can recover the bodies of the dead people. 10 plus the pregnant woman. You can imagine. Yeah. So it was the Sunday morning wake up. They call us. Several other dinghies are floating. My vessel now, it's full of people. We carry 400 people on board. 400. A storm, it's coming from the north. 2.5 meter wave and strong winds. So I checked in my way back to my vessel, hundreds of people floating without option of doing nothing.
And you get a storm coming with 2.5 meter waves, which is about 7 feet. They don't have a chance. There's no chance of survival. Zero. Without a life jacket or something to zero.
I do.
Oh my gosh.
Always. I do everything I can. I abandon the empty floats close to one boat. We distribute all of our life jackets. We carry normally 1,200 life jackets on board of the vessel. We distribute all of them. So the whole morning was checking the status of the vessel, collecting some people, especially woman, child, small one, carry with us and putting in our vessel. But in one moment, the captain say, Jose, we cannot do more. We need to abandon the SAR zone now because the waves are strong. We need to sail in north. Imagine for me and for my crew, no, abandon hundreds of people. We cannot do more. We can. Imagine the feeling. We carry a translator come with us in the vessel, in the rib, to try to communicate with the people in Arabic or Muslim, you know?
Yeah.
My translator was desolate. He cannot stop crying because we see the people, we see the vessel floating in front of us, and we cannot do it, nothing more. We need to abandon there alone.
Wow. You just gave me chills, man.
It was too much, man. Too much for everyone. For everyone was. I remember that woman, no, it's Margaret. He need to, during months after the mission, he needs psychological support during months.
Yeah.
She cannot handle that. So many people of that crew members, young people with not too much experience, but with a pure soul, no, to try to help people. Right. Devastated. Psychological support of a team for so many days because they can assume how hard, how crazy, how horrendous is that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, Jose. And that was one weekend.
One weekend, exactly.
Bro.
I continue because I like to explain the whole mission, no, to especially for the people who listening us, no, in the podcast, no. With 430 people on board, for me, reaching my vessel was sailing north, no. We have some problem in the engine of my rib, and I carry 13 people, woman and child, no. I cannot reach the mother vessel, my mother vessel, because due to the wave, a small rib cannot sailing well. Plus the engine problem. So we took a long time to reach our vessel.
Okay.
Heading north. When we arrived, we carry 430 people on board. We have no place to our rib because we're using a crane to put our rib on the deck. The deck is full of people, so we need to tow in our rib. So there is no option to put on board. And the wave hitting the vessel and the people in the main deck, it's wetting all the day. So we're heading north, but at limited speed of 4 knots, which normally it's 10 knots. So 4 knots is the maximum speed that we can reach due to the weight, the wave, due to the weight of the people on board. So there is no other vessel. No one can help us. No one. So imagine the situation, the people on board, my crew members, with all this tragedy, with all these people suffering. They need to provide the water, some food, medical care, so we can continue. So there is, the rescue operation, it's finished more or less, but the workload, it's amazing. No one can help us, man. There is no other asset available. So continue sailing north, but we cannot reach a safe harbor in that situation.
Wow.
I am not super proud of that decision, but it was the decision that we take in that moment, join with the captain, and we launch a Mayday. We need to launch a Mayday because our situation was critical and was sailing during 2 days. Sunday evening, Monday, on Tuesday, the emergency room from Italy, provide us a oil tanker to shelter. Tanker? Yeah, 350 meter length. This is the picture that I sent you, the red one. He provide us some shelter, and another NGO come to transferring in the shelter of that super big tanker, provide the safe place to transferring all these people.
Yeah.
Because in our vessel, imagine, we cannot sailing at night. The people can fall from the deck to the water, and the wave hitting the deck. If you tell me, was a right decision, Jose? No, I never in my career sent a Mayday. I was in so many Maydays for others, but in that situation, 430 people on board, 2.5 or 3 days working continuously. Yeah, maybe other person will do in a different way. Yeah, probably.
Wow, Jose, just wow.
It's I cannot say too much, man. It cost me a lot to be back in the real life, no? With your normal life, your kids. In that moment, my kids was 2 years old, small ones. My woman, my wife, I cannot contact her in days. One friend of mine by satellite phone tell him, okay, don't worry, he's okay, but he knows that the situation was critical.
Yeah.
So many things, no, happen. Imagine, no, it's during months. I cannot be in the real world talking about my salary, the tax, what they are doing, the politician in my country. What for me was like a, what are you talking? You are crazy or what? I am totally out. I am in a different world. I am living in a different planet.
Yeah.
And
when you got to deal with something that big, that you're just in a different realm.
Yeah.
Bro. That is crazy, man. Wow. A tragedy for the loss. Like I get it. You know, mad props to you guys that put your lives out there to go get as many as you did.
But
good for you.
I don't know why. Maybe I am a drug addict to or something, but I joined another mission in July. But we will talk another day if you want. But another disaster, not like that, differently, but it was like a. And after that, I need to stop it.
You did. So the one you went to in July was similar.
Yeah, similar. Yeah. Another tragedy.
Yeah, and you can only deal with that so long before you gotta tap out. I get it.
Yeah. Anyway, Jason, it's part of the life. We carry a bag, no, in our shoulder. I hope to that weight I can handle. But if not, for sure, I will need to go through with a professional and talk, because it's so much. It's sometimes for me it cost me months of not sleeping at night, or sleeping not in a good not in a good way.
Yeah.
Because I have clear memories, super clear. It's like a picture, no? Pack. Yeah, it was, as we talk, no, in Cascade, no, some emotional disorder. With the time, when the time passed, I start to feeling proud, no, because I was part of a miracle, no, with super limited resources. We did something unbelievable, but it cost me a time to assume that, and to change to the positive feeling that, hey, Jose, you did your best. We cannot do more. Not possible. It's simple that it goes. But now I can talk now with you. I have super big memories who hit me hard, no, in my heart. But I can share with you in a positive way. Even if some of one, I can give an advice to someone in that situation, I can say, hey, be creative. Start solving the problem part by part. Don't try to solve a super big problem, complex problem, doing everything. No. If you decide one strategy, follow that. You can change, yes, but you need to have one clear idea and solving small parts, because there is no magic. It's not, there is not a fleet of S-92 who come to help you. No, it's not real. There is no one. So solving parts, part by part, pam, 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 pam. This is the only thing that I can say to someone.
That's pretty good advice.
For me, it works.
Yeah.
For me, it was a good tool.
Dang. Oh my gosh. Incredible, man. Incredible.
You will do
And
the
you don't
same.
hear, well, we talked about this just before you started telling the story. Nobody talks about this. This isn't on the
No,
news.
yeah.
This isn't on anything else.
No,
Nobody talks.
it's
Nobody. I didn't know anything about this.
yeah. It's like a undercover mission for another teams of people working. No, it's you cannot say nothing. It's out of the radar. It's
Wow. Good for you, man. Way to step up. Go
no,
do everything you can.
no, till the end.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're not done yet either. So I mean, like, you're still going. You're still in rescue, and you're still back. You're back on a helicopter. So
Yeah, yeah. I decide to jump to the Netherlands Coast Guard. I have an opportunity in 2020, and the sea called me again. So I need to be back. Yes. I am there. Really proud to be there. Working in a really harsh environment. The North Sea, it's a harsh environment, especially in winter. So many hours of night training, night mission.
yeah. And the water's cold.
Yeah, the water it's cold. Yeah, absolutely. Or for me, I wear in the dry suit the whole year, even in winter, even in summer. For me, I am a skinny one, so I need something who provide me some heat.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So the whole year. Also, I remember a beautiful day in the Netherlands Coast Guard with
Okay. I'll take a beautiful day after the last part of that story.
Yeah. All end in a good way, so it's unbelievable. No,
Yeah.
Always. I remember some of your podcasts when the people with our brothers told another histories when the history end in a bad way. It broke your heart. Honestly, we are prepared for that. We're training for that, but it's difficult. You cannot say no. You suffer a lot in the bad moment. Also, you are focused. You do a tough job, but as we talked before, you carry all this emotion and all this feeling in your back, and you are a human. You are not a superhero. You are a person. So you have no superpowers. You are really well trained. You have some skills that you can use, and it provides you some shelter. But you are not invincible. You are human. So
I'm working on that, though. I'm just so you know.
Yeah.
Trying to follow your lead, Jose. Come on, buddy.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, so you had a mission in the Norwegian Coast Guard or the Dutch Coast Guard, yeah?
Yeah. It was 6.7 or close to 7 hours flight that day in 3 different missions in a row. Yeah.
How many missions in a row?
3.
Yeah, 3 missions in a row and flew like a 6 point. What'd you say? 6.7?
Yeah.
6.8.
Yeah.
Wow.
6.8. Also, in the middle of this hour, we need to deploy a team of doctor to a vessel because they need to check the status of the crew due to the COVID. So we lowering, we descending in the middle of the.
Oh wait! Let's back up because that's in the middle. What did you start with? So you had 3 missions back to back to back.
Yeah. Plus
all right, what's number 1?
The number 1 was a medevac from a vessel really close to the shoreline. The patient was with a, let me think, I don't remember, it was a renal problem, the renals,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So the doctor
Renal
was
problem.
on board. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
The doctor was on board. We carry all of his staff to the vessel. We put in the litter. We using the litter to transfer into the helo and then to an ambulance to the hospital. It was easy stretcher, high line, all these normal procedure for us. No?
Yeah. Yep. Get it. All right. You come back, you get a cup of coffee, you think you're done, and
I ring again. So we recovered some people from 4 people from a sunk van. It's in the Netherlands. There are high tides.
Okay.
When they are up, rising, you float a big area of sand, but in the low tide, you can walk. The beach are super big in that moment.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
So some people don't be very carefully with his situation and start to walking in the beach.
Yeah.
And suddenly the tide rising and trap them in an island. So it was also a easy one. We land there with the helo. We try to.
Oh, you get to land on that area.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a easy one, no problem. We need to put some power because the helo can be in a critical situation. So you need to be fast, but not using the hoist or nothing. No? So it was a simple one.
Yep.
We recovered that guys, and then back to our main task of that day. That was to transferring the doctor to the vessel for providing a COVID test for the whole crew, because 16 people, 1/6 of them was sick with the COVID. So imagine the vessel, it's a nightmare vessel. In that moment, it was in 2021 with the COVID hitting Europe strong. So yeah, we deploy the doctor in that for the vessel. I tried to be with them in the deck to provide them some security. Yeah, I'm waiting there until they finish, and then back to the helo with the hoist, and then back to our base, luckily.
And then we're gonna sip on another cup of coffee, try to relax a little bit, and
just run again because
oh my gosh,
yeah, a storm hitting the area quite strong.
Okay.
And I don't know for what reason, one professional sailing man, in that moment he decided to abandon his vessel in a harbor and moving with one colleague to his small reef to another position at night. So obviously with the wave, they flip up the reef and they fall into the water. Now the water, it was in winter, in February, so it's around 7-6 degrees, which is
cold.
It's cold water. You can consider cold water. Yeah, we recovered
6 or 7 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius. That's cold. I'd have to look that one up, but I think it's somewhere around probably 40 degrees Fahrenheit, give or take.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh man.
In fact, both of them was hypothermic. We need to transfer them to 2 ambulances in the shoreline because the shoreline was closed. One of them in a moderate hypothermic status, but was okay. Was a night, beautiful mission, and especially a long day mission. Yeah. It's a good mission.
One mission turns into 4 missions. Success, success. Well done with a 6.8.
Well done.
Dang, man. Jose.
Yeah.
Buddy, I'll tell you what, man. I got one more question before I let you go, and that is advice that you would pass on to everybody else.
Okay.
What would you give them?
If I need to give someone an advice, no?
Yes.
I like the way that it's so poetic, but I like it, no? The way that you say, someone in distress need a miracle, and you are the miracle. It can resume the attitude that a swimmer must be or must have. You need to be prepared for this kind of madness. So training, more training. After that, more training. Yeah. There is no more. No.
Dude, that's perfect. Perfect. My brother Jose, all the way from Spain, working up in the Netherlands. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing these stories. Absolutely incredible. Unreal. I love what you're doing now. Keep up the good work, my brother. This is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. See you.
Yeah. And the next time I see you, let's see, whether it's, no, I'm going to see you sooner because I'm either bouncing in the Netherlands or I'm calling you when I get to Spain. One or the other. I'll meet you there. We'll go kick back a brew again. And we'll end up telling more stories. It'll be amazing.
Okay. When you won, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you, sharing, transferring all this information to the next generation.
Love it, dude. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, because we'll conclude it there. We are out of here. Go. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Real ResQ podcast. Please take a minute to like, subscribe, and hit that share button. I'm pulling chocks and taking off. But before I go, if anyone out there has a rescue story they would be willing to share, I would be humbled and honored to have you on as a guest. Or if you have any questions about rescue or anything else we talk about here, send an email to jason@therealresq.com. That's Jason at TheRealResQ.com. You can also check us out on our web pages, therealresq.com, our Facebook page, and our Instagram page @TheRealResQ. Again, a special thank you to all of you staying on the watch today. Always remember, when that SAR alarm goes off, those in distress are praying for a miracle. They are going to get you. Until next time, fly safe and swim hard.